Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to Minutes of Audio. Today we're going to be talking about the new Earl Sweatshirt album, Sick with an exclamation point. If you like what we have to say, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So Carl, what did you think of this album?
It was. I think the best word to describe it is probably underwhelming. Earl Sweatshirt really hasn't released anything of note since some rap songs, and I think that was in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, or actually 2018. And his EP just kind of sucked. So, this was really 4 years in the making, and it just. I mean, first it was very short, and it didn't really seem to do much of note with the small time it had. I don't know. I was very disappointed by it. Um,
And speaking to album length, it is kinda in his ballpark. Everything he's released since I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside has been under half an hour. And even his debut project was only 45 minutes. But I haven't extensively listened to all of his projects, but the ones I have, which was like one other one, it definitely filled its time.
yeah,
It was a quick 24 minutes, and it wasn't just a... listening to this one, it felt more like a drag to listen to.
hmm
Like, 3 songs in, I thought I was listening to for 45 minutes.
and also content-wise, because those other albums, especially I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside, even though it is only 30 minutes, it's only 6 minutes longer than this one. It felt like there was a lot more in it content-wise. It didn't feel like a drag to listen to, but it felt like a full project. This just it felt weirdly incomplete and not enough, but also just like you said, a drag to listen to. It's a real jarring sort of contrast there, but uh, yeah, shit. Most of the songs on here just really weren't anything at all.
Yeah, just... nothing really stood out about any specific track. Most of them just had bland instrumentals and his signature rapping, but somehow worse on it. His bars definitely weren't up to snuff on it.
There is a few
It was just...
tracks. I think he lyrically he did fine. Um, but like, it's kind of hard to be a good lyricist if you're not matching it with good flow and good I guess aggression or mood. I guess if you're not like fitting the mood of the track. When he sounds so monotone, his lyrics can kind of just go over your head and really not make that impact like they would in other tracks. At least that's what I think with it.
And on some of his earlier songs, he did use a more monotone voice,
hmm
but it usually had a fitting instrumental to back it. The instrumentals weren't fitting of a monotone voice on this one.
Yeah, that might be it too. It's a mix of everything. And he wasn't. I mean, yeah, just wasn't really given I think the proper material to work with to really make a good Earl album. Um, Plus, most of the tracks on here were trap, or a good amount of them were trap songs, which I don't know. That's never really been Earl's bread and butter.
Yeah, he's always shined in the more lo-fi, jazzy songs, from
Yeah,
what I've seen.
I I mean, really, because I mean, he has developed different sounds as he's progressed, but it seems a lot like this is a regression, if anything. Uh,
Yeah, no, completely agree with that.
here's one thing, because this is what I noticed, and I thought it was kind of weird. On the two tracks on here that have features, Vision and Tabula Rasa, I think it's called.
Yeah.
It seems like the features really outshine Earl in almost every single way. I don't know if you got that too, or if it was just me.
You know, whenever he would hop on the track, which was usually at the end of it,
hmm
it felt like it was winding down.
And it almost felt like it was their song, and he was the feature on it, instead of it being his song, and they're the feature on it. Especially the one with Arm and Hammer.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah, he has a minimal... Every song that has a feature, he's very minimal in it. He's
hmm
not in it for a long time.
and he gets outshined because the other two people that featured, you could tell they kind of came with an energy. They brought they just brought an energy that Earl couldn't really match with, and his lyricism and everything else really didn't make up for it like it could on other features that he's done. So I thought that really made him look bad.
Yeah, I agree. And another problem that I have with the record is that it's kind of being advertised by news people and people online that it's a Alchemist produced project, even though he only had 2 songs.
And two of the better songs, to be fair.
Two of the 3 good songs on the album was made by him. The majority of the other songs were made by somebody called Black Noise. His style is not for me personally.
Yeah. And I mean, there were some other producers there too, but I think he was the main one. But yeah, the 2 tracks, it was Old Friend and Lie, right?
Old Friends and Lie, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 that Alchemist produced.
And you can kind of tell they're Alchemist beats, going into them. I thought he produced Fire in the Hole too, but apparently he didn't. So
that was Black Noise.
Yeah, I have to give him credit for making that song because I think especially the guitar on that track, I thought that kicked ass. But yeah, besides that, there's no Tabula Rasa. Actually, I was a fan of the piano on that one too. But
that one was okay.
The songs like Sick or 2010, holy shit.
Or Titanic.
Oh yeah, and Titanic too. They just sound
awful.
They don't even have the good qualities of a trap song, like what you look for in a trap song. They don't even have that.
Yeah, no, there's really nothing good about the tracks. His vocals aren't great. The production's very not good. Those songs should not have been released. Especially 2010. And
Yeah.
I'm surprised with the success that 2010 saw. It's the most streamed on the album.
Really?
That might be because it was the first song released on the album.
Yeah, that makes sense.
First single. But still, that song should be clowned on. It's almost as bad as his song East.
Yeah, it'll never reach the meme potential of East, though. That song's iconic. But yeah, I think one of the big problems is that trap kind of lends itself more to catchy hooks, memorable lines, not this really complicated lyricist type style that Earl has been known for. And so, especially because most of the songs don't even have hooks to them, most of the trap songs. So when he's, writing these songs, it just doesn't work with the style. It seems like such a no-brainer. I don't know.
Yeah, and just another thing that I really didn't like about the album, I'm not a fan of the album cover. I feel like it just looks ugly.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I agree.
It's not even weird in a good way. It's weird in he was trying too hard to be weird.
Yeah, I could see it. I don't have too many problems with it, but it does look pretty unappealing. Do you have any positives to say about it? Besides the songs that we listed off. Or I guess we can go more into them if you want.
I mean, the one positive thing I have to say about this album is that I'm happy I won't have to listen to it after tonight.
God damn, okay.
That's it.
I mean, I was gonna say I think the album starts out on a really good I think it's with Old Friend, I think it starts out really good. Especially that dark, really minimalistic beat. I think that's exactly what Earl should be rapping on. And I was excited for the album when I heard that first track. Then of course it was followed by the other 2, but still.
Yeah, when I first heard the first track, I was excited also. I thought this album would be a 9 or maybe an 8.
Yeah,
and then I got this.
it's just something better than what it was. Jesus. Um, yeah. I mean, like we said, we like like 3 or 4 tracks on this album. And I do think for to give it some praise, it does start off really well and end really well with Old Friends and Fire in the Hole. But goddamn, everything in between that is so heavily hit or miss, and there's a lot of misses that I don't know. It's not even. It's just disappointing, I guess.
So, Carl, what would you say your top 3 songs on this album are?
I'd say Fire in the Hole, Old Friend, and Lie. For my least favorite, I'd probably go 2010, Titanic, and Sick.
I would actually have the same exact ones. No joke.
I mean, those are the obvious picks. So I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. So.
What would you
was your
give the?
rating out of 10?
Okay, I'll go first then. Uh, I I think probably a 5. I'd probably say a 5, right smack dab in the middle.
For 5? Yeah, I have it at a 5 as well. I had it at a 55. Well, first listen, I had it at a 70. Second listen was a 55.
Mm-hmm.
And now, just after talking about it, I put it at a 5.
Yeah, same. I feel like once
So we have
you
the same everything today.
well, once you analyze a little bit more and you kind of start thinking about the record, it really does sour even more. But yeah, so that should be it. Remember, if you like what you listen to, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and yeah, we will see you on Friday. Goodbye.
See ya later. And also, go fuck yourself.